thought about switching to Twitch. Yesterday, the game crashed, so that's what ended the stream. But today, I am in a different system. I met up with the person I met last night. I can't think of what system I'm in. I like the system, though. I'm not gonna lie. I can't say I don't. It's a pretty minty fucking space to be in. So, today, what I will be doing is, for starter, paste. Hold on real quick. That. I gotta think on what website to use for the stock market in the game. Inara, that's what it is, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember what it is, so until my friend gets on, we'll be in his server. Until he gets on, we're gonna run some cargo missions, see what we can get popping up. Check nearby star systems. Anything decently paying. If not decently paying, then we will do something involving well, we'll do more reputation focus because I kind of like this system I'm in. Alright, we're gonna do mission board. Oh, boom time of 98 units for 160,000. I don't know if that's a...
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
We could do that in 2 trips. Is it somewhere I have been? Oh, okay. So it's literally just there. I didn't even pay attention to that part.
Ship detach complete. Departure authorized.
One thing I could do while I'm doing this is go here. Codex. Knowledge base.
The Guardians. Early history. The Guardian Society originally consisted of groups of pack hunters who banded together for mutual protection before organizing themselves into
Detected.
clans. Even at this stage, the Guardians were highly intelligent, and they developed sophisticated hunting strategies that quickly saw them become their planet's apex predator. The Guardians' nascent civilization consisted of two discrete ethnic groups, one based primarily in the south of the planet and one in the north. As these groups expanded, they began to
Frameshift drive charging.
encroach on each other's territory, leading to a conflict.
4, 3, 2, 1.
That quickly blossomed into civil war. The Northern Clan, despite being the smaller of the two groups, overcame their enemy swiftly and with minimal bloodshed, bringing the entirety of the Guardian civilization under their leadership. In the centuries that followed, the Guardian Society developed rapidly. Despite their warlike instincts, the Guardians possessed a remarkable capacity for collaboration and compromise. Their willingness to defer immediate gains in favor of lasting societal benefits allowed them to establish a stable, mutually cooperative society that was to remain peaceful and prosperous for thousands of years.
Shit's interesting.
The Guardians. Technological era. Although the Guardian Society was in many ways a model of social equilibrium, the Guardians were nevertheless at the mercy of an insidious issue: overpopulation. As their civilization grew and the amount of available land and resources dwindled, the Guardians set their sights on interplanetary colonization. By this time, the Guardians had developed a rudimentary form of space travel. But as the pressures of overpopulation became more acute, the rate of technological progress accelerated, and the Guardians' imperfect starships were soon supplanted by fast, powerful spacefaring vessels. In the centuries that followed, the Guardian civilization expanded rapidly, eventually coming to occupy a region equal to that inhabited by present-day humanity. The Guardians' next major development was the creation of an interstellar communications system known as the Monolith Network. In addition to functioning as a comprehensive cultural archive, the network allowed those connected to it to freely and instantaneously share knowledge and ideas. But connection to the network was dependent on the use of neural implants, and some of the Guardians were uneasy about this fusion of biological and non-biological.
That's really weird.
The Guardians. War with the Thargoids. Tens of thousands of years earlier, when the Guardians were still a non-spacefaring race, a group of Thargoids entered what would later become Guardian space, looking for new systems to colonize. In addition to
Pause that for now. That's some really weird shit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this mission. And then there's a contact, if I'm right. I'm gonna let me get into range of this station first before I pop up my contacts. I'm closing in hot. Is that another star? What is that? Yeah, I guess that's another star. No, that's the dock itself? Why is it glowing like that? It's just a planet it's on. Looks like that's terraformed. Who is that? I switched off my target. Hold on. Hold on real quick. Navigation, key dog, lock destination. Where is key dog?
Void. For your information.
Wait, hold on. Void dot for your information. What? What does that mean? Contact.
Docking request granted.
Drop my speed off. Let the auto docker take control because I don't like landing this damn thing. I hit the ground pretty fucking hard normally when I'm spending money.
Landing gear deployed.
And
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
start port services. Coolie Dock, that's what it is, not Key Dock. There's a place somewhere I've been called Key Dock. Boom time delivery. So we have 14 left. I can get that in one trip. Now then, go ahead and lock my destination there. Now then, we need to also show that engineers who we gotta go meet is works. It's unlocked. You can purchase at training center. Three. Yeah. Okay, so I have to deliver those. So that's gonna be our mission next. Okay, so. Oh boy, how far is she from me anyways? 'Cause this is gonna be a long trip. It says 295 light years is our home system. Is that where we are heading? Yeah, we are way away from there. but we're 375 light years from there. I should take a pretty good amount of jumps, but as long as I have this set up right, yeah, we don't. So I pretty much only stars I have to worry about are fuel stars, which are all from O to M, which means I can fuel scoop on them. And then these stars are pretty rare. I've seen white dwarfs a couple, like once maybe, and then carbon. And these two, I've never seen these yet. And according to my friend, he's only ever found one of these carbon stars, and the wolf ray stars are just as rare. Okay. So, as long as we have my routing planned correctly, I should be able to head straight to that after I get this last cargo mission set. Oh, wrong button. Go ahead and open up my thing.
Several systems containing ammonia worlds, they prepared a number of planets for occupation.
Frameshift drive charging.
By seeding them with barnacles, these genetic...
4, 3, 2, 1.
genetically modified constructs were designed to extract resources from a planet and transform them into resources more useful to the Thargoids. For the Thargoids, seeding a planet with barnacles was an important step in preparing an area for occupation. The Thargoids did not return to these systems for thousands of years, and when they did, they discovered that a new race had occupied them, the Guardians. The Thargoids promptly attacked, due to their innate territorialism. The Guardians responded with a partial retreat, but they also started trying to find ways to communicate with the Thargoids, hoping to determine the cause of their aggression, and perhaps negotiate a truce. After considerable effort, they succeeded in acquiring sufficient understanding of the Thargoids' language to determine the invaders' agenda, but they were unable to convince the Thargoids they bore them no ill will, and the Thargoids were unshakable in their belief that they must repel any race that posed a potential threat. The Guardians were left with no choice but to defend themselves militarily. At first, they deployed soldiers, but they quickly realized that drones and other mechanized defenses would be more effective against such a physically formidable enemy. Within a relatively short period of time, the Guardians' war machines became highly sophisticated, able to recognize Thargoid engineering and to operate entirely independently. Similarly, the Thargoids' biomechanical technology was engineered to identify anything of Guardian origin. To this day, many millions of years after the Guardians disappeared, Guardian artifacts are still able to recognize Thargoid technology, and Thargoid technology still reacts negatively to the presence of Guardian artifacts. The Guardians' war machines felt no fear, fatigue, or uncertainty. The Thargoids, meanwhile, had entered Guardian space unprepared for a protracted military campaign, and ultimately they were forced to retreat. For the Guardians, this was cause for celebration, but many still harbored doubts about the rapid rate of technological progress, doubts that the development of sophisticated military hardware had done nothing to alleviate. The Guardians, Final Era. For decades, the Guardians had been experimenting with artificial intelligence, but the creation of the Monolith Network and the knowledge sharing it facilitated dramatically accelerated the rate of progress. Soon, the Guardians' experiments bore fruit, resulting in the first fully sentient machines. These constructs were seen as a means to further enhance the Guardians' technological mastery, and were integrated into various aspects of their society. New neural implants were developed that connected the Guardians with both the constructs and the Monolith Network in a symbiotic circle. But not everyone was happy with this development. The Guardians had always venerated nature, and many saw this new paradigm as a perversion of the natural order. A schism emerged between the nature-worshipping traditionalists and the technologically minded progressives, a schism that widened with alarming speed. Efforts were made to diffuse the rising tension, But the traditionalists felt irrevocably alienated by the rapid rate of change. The constructs and the Monolith Network became for all manner of social ills, and the traditionalists began to clamor for a return to simpler times. Ultimately,
Lincoln, Romeo, Echo, Delta. This is flight control. Please note that access to the station is by authorization. Access granted. Set down on landing pad 03. You are clear for automated approach, Commander.
quickly engulfing most of the Guardian star systems. In its early stages, the war was fought primarily by soldiers, but within a decade, and after significant loss of life, most of the fighting was conducted remotely. The progressives fought their enemies with automated war machines, while the traditionalists relied mostly on biological weapons. The internecine conflict raged for over 100 years, bringing the Guardian civilization to its knees and retarding further social development. The increasingly zealous traditionalists devoted most of their resources to honoring the dead, exacerbating the problem. As the Guardian society declined, most withdrew into fortified settlements. Meanwhile, the artificially
Landing gear deployed.
intelligent constructs were horrified by the destruction unfolding around them. Extrapolating from the current situation, they determined that even if peace was restored, the Guardians would never be able to transcend their violent natures. They decided that the only way to preclude further violence, while giving the constructs burgeoning society,
Contact. Docking restraints engaged.
the best possible chance of survival was to destroy what remained of the Guardian civilization. By this time, the constructs had been given complete control of the Guardians' munitions and automated war machines. Their attack, when it came, was swift and merciless. The strikes were executed with a precision that only a machine race could accomplish. The Guardians were utterly destroyed. The Guardians. Technological era. Although the Guardian society was in many ways a model of social equilibrium, the Guardians were nevertheless at the mercy of an insidious issue: overpopulation. As their civilization grew and the amount of available land and resources dwindled, the Guardians set their sights on interplanetary colonization. By this time, the Guardians had developed a rudimentary form of space travel, but as the pressures of overpopulation became more acute, the rate of technological progress accelerated, and the Guardians' imperfect starships were soon supplanted by fast, powerful spacefaring vessels. In the centuries that followed, the Guardian civilization expanded rapidly.
Alright, auto launch. We're gonna do one more mission. After that, none. Because this should fill me all the way up.
Retracted.
Ship released. Departure authorized.
Oh, okay, so this is still within the same system. I could do both of these in one shot. Fuck.
Scan detected.
I forgot that I need...
Request approved. Cleared for
I
landing.
forgot to check something while I was here.
Automated docking approved.
I was gonna see if I could upgrade my fuel tank. If I'm gonna be going on this super long journey again, I need fuel to make the trip. And I'm not really worried about running out of fuel because I have a system set up to where since I have it set up to where I will always come across fuel stars, I should be able to refuel easily. But it doesn't mean I enjoy stopping, especially considering I'm going to be carrying some extremely high valuable cargo.
Landing gear deployed.
I would like to guarantee as far as possible before I need to start fueling up again. Each time through, let me check my beacon status. Beacon off, good. I may need to turn silent running on too.
Touchdown confirmed. Dispatching ground crew.
Outfitting. Core modules, if I'm right. Fuel tank, it's a 4C, and they have... nothing. The best one I have is that with a 16 cap. That's it. Be nice to know if I could. I can add an extra fuel tank to it, which will give me a little bit more boost out of it. But right now, as the things are standing, I am pretty sure that I am full on cargo. Yes, I have 4 slots left. Alright, so we're just gonna say forget that. We don't need it for now. When we get to where we need to go to pick up alright.
Landing coupler disengaged. Restrict speed until clear of the station perimeter.
Thanks. Waiting in a queue. Of course we are. Just gotta wait, and we gotta.
frameshift drive charging.
Alright, first thing we're going to have to do is get as close to that star as possible and climb. The hardest part is flying past having a star in your way, because the gravity can really fuck up your trajectory. Now we're past the star and I have nothing to worry about. Oh, god damn it. Oh, I'm losing this. Come on. Fucking spam call in Spanish. Perfect.
gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Boom time delivery. Complete. Money.
Incoming message.
And then we gotta go to here, to Codex. Nope, wrong place. To engineers. I'm not gonna remember how to spell that, so that find out how far we're going for this. In girl. I think I spelled that right. I did not. What? Oh. All right. Okay. Let's get some upgrades for this ship already. Let's see what kind of fuel tanks they have. Browse shop. All the usuals. So we go options internally. We don't need that for the fuel tanks. Just because I don't trust my luck. Now we are completely set on fuel.
Retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
It's a 21 light year jump, and we're about to do it with pretty much little to no fuel
VOI dot
consumption.
for your information.
Perfect. Let's go ahead and get a practice run for fuel scooping. We'll kick it down to nothing. Yes. God, I'm glad I don't have that level 1 scoop anymore. I would fucking...
Complete. Frameshift drive charging. Disengaged.
NGURII. Alright, galaxy map. Alright, NG. Should hopefully clear that mistake up. Yes, so that should allow me the range issue. Because of the amount of fuel I'm carrying, it's shorting my range a little bit.
System scan complete. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
See, we're slowly eating through the fuel, and that's what my goal was. I wanted to have enough fuel to where I didn't have to worry about chewing my fuel apart. Of course, I had to cut back on cargo space, but I shouldn't be carrying a lot of cargo when I get to this destination. It's only like 3 units, and so technically I could have carried a lot of fuel on me. A lot more than what I already am. But I didn't see it as necessary. I just needed a guarantee enough fuel to get me there, top off, and then to the next location.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Alright, so that's...
Fuel scooping. Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping. Frameshift drive charging.
Come on, come on, come on, go, 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 go. Got a little bit closer than I meant to that star. Luckily no damage has been sustained. We're fine. We almost got to the red though. Well, I mean, we were in the red. The extra red is what I mean, because it's the real danger zone.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Yeah, temperatures, of course it's critical.
Fuel scooping.
Wait, which system are we in? We made it and we still have a full tank of fuel. Okay, so let me really quickly, before we go, put in...
Fuel scooping.
Okay, so I know what we're looking for here. Oh, what is that? It should be the right one if I'm right. They should have what I am looking for. Let me double check. Yes. Well, there we go. Now let me go to the bathroom real quick. always takes a second to fuel up, of course. And then from here we got to head in, which in that direction to there. Doesn't it look cool?
Fuel scooping complete.
See, this is where I get curious now. So from where I am now, cause I gotta deliver 3 Untitled relics about that far. Admittedly, is not that bad, but still pretty bad. Because we did not travel that far from our original galaxy, but now we're traveling back out towards Robigo. It's a city, kind of a unique moment. Rarely get to go to cities. What is that? You see that weird extra set of lines over there? Oh, it's just a bunch of units all around the same city system. What even is that? Trading depot. Yeah, we're here.
Lincoln, Romeo Echo Delta. Welcome to this Imperial station. Please submit the docking request. Permission has been approved. Please continue to Bay 38. Ready for automated docking sequence.
Landing gear deployed.
This facility operates under Imperial jurisdiction. Our representatives are available to assure you and to your complete satisfaction.
You are on deck. Begin lockdown.
The discourtesy
Prepare from the heat.
is will be taken to restore peaceful operation.
Alright, now then, this should be where I need to be. That's expensive. Luckily, I only need 3. Right? Right. I think it's 3. I got a picture of it on my phone, so I don't have to worry about shit. That's why I took a picture, so I wouldn't have to worry about loading files on my phone. Yep, 3. Bye. Make sure I actually got them. I do. Now then, now we gotta make.
We thank commanders for their promptness in traversing the airlock of this facility, leaving the flight corridor.
20 jumps.
The discourtesy of engaging in aggressive acts with or around this facility is undesirable, and measures will be taken
I
to
promise
restore peaceful
I won't
operation.
move an inch.
Your ship is now detached. You may leave the docking area when ready.
Scan detected. Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping. System scan complete. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping. Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping. Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping. Frameshift drive charging.
One thing that gets tiring in this game is continuously warping and warping and warping to get to a destination.
System scan complete. Fuel scooping. Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging.
My middle name? Fucking going.
So the big rib is back, and hold on, let's give it a...
4, 3, 2. Fuel scooping. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two.
Everybody knows my name, but nobody knows who I am. They call me Gus. Oh my goodness. Is that you? Yeah, it's me. I can only be me.
Fuel scooping.
Ungrateful, selfish wretch! You come into my house! System scan complete.
Can't run low on fuel. 12 jumps to go.
Frameshift drive charging.
This is such a...
Fuel scooping. System scan complete. Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping. Frameshift drive charging.
Hey. These are 20 light year jumps, and I should be able to boost that range pretty easily with this upgrade. Not by a whole lot as far as I know, but some.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Individuals. Arissa Lavinie Duval.
I am a
Frameshift drive charging.
daughter, not just of the Emperor, but of the
Frameshift drive charging.
I don't need fuel, but just watch. Get one of these too.
Fuel scooping.
Oh, wrong button. Codex. I don't remember who this is because I'm curious about them. Because I found a. I was seeing Duval. Because that's what system I was at earlier.
Individuals. Aisling Duval.
My grandfather had an heirloom he used to keep in our winter palace. It was a priceless marble statuette of one of our ancestors, stamped
Fuel scoop disengaged.
with his foot on a woman's neck, while she looks up
Frameshift drive charging.
at him in fear or adoration, probably both. I loathed it. It was commissioned to commemorate some victory or other, but that wasn't the point of the thing.
4, 3, 2.
The message was clear, and it's the same one I've heard all my life. Deep down, the people we dominate are happy to be dominated. When I was 6 years old, I smashed it. The servants came running. My father stormed down
Fuel scooping.
the stairs in his gown. He asked if it was an accident.
Frameshift drive charging.
There was such a strange look in his eyes. I knew that if I said yes, nobody would argue. Nothing more would be said. But I did. I stamped my foot. I did it on purpose. It's the same with tradition. The people who pass it on think it's precious. They expect you to cherish it and pass it on in turn. But what they think doesn't matter.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop
Because the
disengaged.
responsibility rests with you. If you know it's wrong, then you have to smash it. On purpose.
Frameshift drive charging.
Aisling Duval. A fireside chat with Serena. 3301. Princess Aisling Duval, born in 3276, is a prominent member of the imperial royal family. The eldest child of the infamous Prince Harold, she had a troubled upbringing. Her father was notorious for his hedonistic lifestyle, while her mother, entertainer Imogen Eccentrica Gabriellini, died from an aneurysm shortly after Aisling's birth.
Fuel scooping.
The autopsy identified the cause of death as an overdose of purple sunflower, an obscure and expensive narcotic. The conspiracy theorists
Fuel scoop disengaged.
insisted that she was murdered.
Frameshift drive charging.
Four jumps left.
Fuel scooping.
To remove an imbalance. The Guardians. Technology. Individuals. Aisling Duval.
My grandfather had an heirloom he used to keep in our winter palace. It was a priceless marble statuette of one of our ancestors standing with his foot on a woman's neck, while she looks up at him in fear or adoration, probably both. I loathed it. It was commissioned to commemorate some victory or other, but that wasn't the point of the thing. The message was clear, and it's the same one I've heard all my life. Deep down, the people we dominate are happy to be dominated. When I was 6 years old, I smashed it. The servants came running. My father stormed down the stairs in his gown. He asked if it was an accident. There was such a strange look in his eyes. I knew that if I said yes, nobody would argue. Nothing more would be said. But I didn't. I stamped my foot and said, "No, Daddy. I did it on purpose." It's the same with tradition. The people who pass it on think it's precious. They expect you to cherish it and pass it on in turn. But what they think doesn't matter, because the responsibility rests with you. If you know it's wrong, then you have to smash it. On purpose.
Aisling Duval. A fireside chat with Serena. 3301. Princess Aisling Duval, born in 3276, is a prominent member of the imperial royal family. The eldest child of the infamous Prince Harold, she had a troubled upbringing. Her father was notorious for his hedonistic lifestyle, while her mother, entertainer Imogen Eccentrica Gabriellini, died from an aneurysm shortly after Aisling's birth. The autopsy identified the cause of death as an overdose of purple sunflake, an obscure and expensive narcotic, but conspiracy theorists insisted that she was murdered to remove an embarrassment to the royal family. Aisling has indicated that she is aware of these rumors, but has never commented on them. Despite living a life of great privilege, Aisling has publicly embraced the cause of the less fortunate and become an outspoken opponent of slavery, something that has made her the target of fierce criticism from more traditionalist imperials. But despite this criticism, Aisling is a popular figure with a widespread media presence. Her campaigning has brought definite benefits to many of the poorest in imperial society, and gone some way towards easing tensions between the Empire and the Federation. Her critics, however, dismiss her as a puppet, doing the bidding of a shadowy circle of advisors. They claim there is no underlying coherence to Aisling's policies. To them, she is a naive and sentimental child, without the necessary experience for politics, backing one populist cause after another, always conscious of how her activism is affecting her brand. Significantly, the most savage of Aisling's critics and the staunchest of her defenders agree on a counterpoint to this, that her apparent vacuity is nothing but a front, carefully created in collusion with the very advisors whom others believe are exploiting her. The People's Princess, they argue, is exceptionally good at being underestimated. Following the death of Hengist Duval in 3301, Aisling was considered by many to be a viable contender for the imperial throne. As Aisling was born out of wedlock, however, and her father was removed from the line of succession on the grounds of mental incapacity, Orissa Lavinie Duval was deemed to have the stronger claim.
We should be able to make it right now, actually. God damn it.
charging. Four, three, two, one, engage. Warning, temperature critical. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two,
Oh, it's a hot one.
fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two,
I'm not entirely sure what kind of star they have, but I'm pretty sure it's a fuel star.
fuel scooping. Orbital scoop disengaged.
Okay. Now entering this planet. Entering a planet with cargo is one thing. Fuel, I believe, weighs slightly more. Yeah.
Orbital flight engaged. My goal is just to get close enough to where I don't have to fly as far.
Lycon, Romeo, Echo, Delta, Flight Control, online. Welcome, Commander. Request docking permission if you wish to land. Access denied. Access denied. Clearance granted. Proceed to landing pad 02.
I don't know if my auto docking is gonna work here. I can land on a planet by myself.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing operation complete. Commence system shutdown. Welcome, Commander.
I think I'm gonna get off for just a minute. I finally made it to the destination I was going for. Long flight.